Welcome to Building Fortunes Radio. Make sure you check us out at buildingfortunesradio.com. Along with our marketing partners, we're here to help our PM Marketing Network Lead customers build their businesses and make the world a better place. At Building Fortunes, we know how much your business means to you and the people important to you. So spread the word, tell a friend, join our newsletter, and go make a difference in your world. Now on to our show with your host, Peter Mingles.
Hello, everyone. Peter Mingles here. You're listening to Building Fortunes Radio on www.buildingfortunesradio.com. For those people unfamiliar with my voice, my name is Peter Mingles. We run Building Fortunes Radio, which is a internet radio show that is hosted in one of several different places. Of course, we put it on www.buildingfortunesradio.com, but you can also find us replayed in lots of different sections, including on iTunes. So if you go to iTunes and look for Building Fortunes, you'll probably find us there. One of the reasons why I'm going to be doing this radio show, and this is going to be a brief one, is just a little bit of an overview of some of the products that we have. We've been developing our lead management system since 2005. And our LMS, we call it, is designed for people to be able to coordinate their activities when they're working their leads. So if you go to lms.networkleads.com, if you're one of our customers, you'll be able to log in and have access to almost everything that we do. I wanted the LMS to be like your virtual office. When you're going to work, this is where you show up. So if you were a doctor, you'd probably show up at an office, or maybe show up at a hospital or a medical facility. Or if you're a truck driver, you probably show up at your truck. If you're a factory worker, you go to the factory. If you work at McDonald's, you probably go to a store, where they sell hamburgers. And what we do is we made LMS your virtual office. So that's where you start off when you go to work. A lot of people are familiar with some of the things we do, but they forget about some of the really unique selling features of the lead management system. Number one, of course, we called it the LMS, the lead management system, because many people would use it for when they're buying leads. And this is where we put their leads. Actually, we put a button on there called My Leads. The other thing that people use it for, of course, since it's your virtual office, this is where you're going to work, you would expect to be able to get some training. Now, we've been training for a really long time, and I thought that if it was worth saying once, it might be worth repeating. For you to be able to listen in. So what we've done is we have archived audios like crazy. If you go into your lead management system, you would click on the training button, and on the training button, of course, there's the archived audios. You can type a keyword search in. For instance, and of course, anybody who's ever been asking people for money who don't have much of it or want more of it will probably say, I don't have any money. Or I'm a little bit low on funds, or maybe they'll give you the holiday objection because the holiday is coming and not everybody has an unlimited amount of money. So the reason why we did the archived audios is because if I went over how to handle the money issue for you as well as for other people as well, why not record it so you can listen to it again? So you go into the LMS, click on the archived audios after clicking on training, type in a keyword like money, and you'll be able to hear the different and various things relative to money. By the way, you might hear some noise in the background. That's some people doing some construction, and we're going to let them finish doing their construction. So the other part of it was we did movies, because some people like to read stuff, and some people like to hear stuff, and some other people like to see stuff. So we've done movies, many of them with writing, of course. So you'll be able to read it, you'll be able to hear it, and you'll also be able to see it as well. One of the things that we've done is we've also put those on our YouTube channel. On our YouTube channel, you'll be able to share this with other people as well. And if you know how to do it, you can even put some of those YouTube movies on our Phase 2 and our Phase 3 websites as well. So the lead management system has a wealth of information as far as how to sell, how to manage, the different and various things related to what happens in our industry, some tips on leadership, motivation, things like that. And in essence, it's a life's work that I've been able to put up inside the LMS. Oh, and by the way, LMS is free for all of our customers. So if you're a customer of ours, you get that lead management system for free. Now, another thing that most people don't take advantage of, really not sure, well, I know why. I think because nobody else does this, it would be unnatural for you to be able to think it's possible. I don't know how to say that any other way except for because no one that I know gives away the stuff that we give away for free, you meaning in the general sense, wouldn't think that you'd be able to give something away like that, but you certainly can. If you have our lead management system, the LMS, and you want to give one to anyone in your business or elsewhere, if you think it might be helpful for them, you can. All you have to do is go inside your LMS, go to the support ticket, and then click on request an LMS for someone else, and we'll give that LMS to someone else as well. So the LMS has, like I said, a place for your leads. The LMS has a place for training, and of course, there's a place for support. When I put this company together, I thought, I'd like to develop a company that, by definition, probably won't be the biggest one on the planet. Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, Zuckerberg from Facebook, those guys already have a head start on us, and quite honestly, I don't think I have the time, the intellect, or the talent to do or reproduce the things that they've done. So I know where my limitations are, and it's really not my desire to be the biggest company on the planet nor a multi-billionaire. The next question would be well, what would we want to do? We'd want to make the biggest impact we possibly can on as many people using our products. I wanted to be the type of company that I wanted to use. And you know what? Sometimes smaller is just totally okay with me because people can get customized service. So having said that, we have a ton of stuff for training, like I mentioned, but we also have plenty of support. See, just like when you're trying to learn something, you might read it or you might hear it or you might need to see it or maybe in a combination, that all works as well. Well, the same thing I think goes to customer service. Customer service, you probably want some kind of a knowledge base. So we have an FAQ section. In that FAQ section, you can click on it and look at the FAQs, the frequently asked questions, and find the product that you'd probably have a question about, and then you could read some information. Sometimes you just want a short, simple set of informations, especially if there's some instructions. Step 1, do this. Step 2, do this. Step 3, do that. But there's also probably an opportunity where you want to hear something. So that might also go around training. Almost every product that we have is going to have a video camera on it or a training button on it with a movie that'll walk you through it as well so you can hear it, and then also you can see it as well. But there's still something about human beings, before we're all genetically modified, that likes to have an interaction with another human being. And by that I mean like customer service, where you can actually talk to somebody that knows what they're doing and probably can help you walk through your specific situations and circumstances. So we do that as well. And by that I mean we have 27, at least right now, webinars every single week where you can actually have one of us live, where we actually go through the different things on the products that we have, and you can ask a question about just about anything. So we are really here to be able to help as many people as we possibly can. And remember, all of these that I just mentioned before are free services. I'm going to take a little commercial break. We'll be right back. Here we go.
Thanks for listening to Building Fortunes Radio. If you sell a product or service, then you should check out PMMarketing's NetworkLeads.com. Just visit www.networkleads.com. For over 18 years, PM Marketing has helped distributors build their home-based businesses through lead generation, website development, automated email delivery systems, and sales training. If you're looking for a way to increase your skills and increase the number of people that see your product or opportunity, NetworkLeads.com can help. To learn more, visit www.networkleads.com. Ask about their lead management system, capture pages, personalized websites, MLM training, Humongous blogs, the Humongous Classified Ad Network, Building Fortunes Radio, or their webinar schedule. NetworkLeads.com can be your one-stop shop for everything you need. And now, back to our show.
And then for those people that are still listening in, first of all, thank you. For those unfamiliar with my voice, my name is Peter Mingles. I own all this. We have BuildingFortunesRadio.com, which is something we started a little bit over 4 years ago. We have lots of other products as well. We have our Phase 2 and our Phase 3 website builders. We have our Humongous blog. We have our Humongous Ad Network, classified ad series of websites. We have MLM.news, which is a domain name for publication. We own lots of stuff, and we do lots of things as well. We've done countless templates to be able to help people become successful. And I was just referencing our training movies that you'll be able to listen to, as well as some of our customer support that's live. One of the things I suppose that I haven't mentioned just yet would be the experiences that I have encountered over the last 20 plus years in this industry. 12 more years before that in direct sales and direct sales management, and I would suppose that wouldn't be necessarily just taken for granted. So I guess I have to add that in, because anytime you could learn from other people's experiences, what do they call that, OPE, anytime you could do that, you could probably shorten down your life from making some of the mistakes that other people have made before. So in my direct sales background, I used to work for a company called Electrolux. I would hire, train, motivate, and develop a sales force. Started off as a trainee right after I graduated from college. 1984 is when I first got started with that fine company. Was interviewed in a management training program where most people would probably, if you read about it, call it a scam, because it was just some way that they could use to get people into their sales. They can suck the sales out of the predatory sales of the warm markets of people that they got in on. So I got it. Yep, I got it. A lot of people came in and they rolled around and they were in and out, and maybe their aunt or their grandmother or their mom bought something from them. But that wasn't the way I wanted to build it. Plus, I didn't think I wanted to build a career off of that level of turnover. So we learned how to sell. I learned how to sell, knocking on doors, sweeping floors, shampooing carpets, getting referrals, hiring, training, motivating a sales force as well, and eventually ran 96 different offices for them as an area VP. Then I went back and ran a division, and then after I fell out of love for that company, because Electrolux was its own biggest competition, which led to their untimely demise, I am certain, I decided I was going to do something else, and I sold an intangible product of education, which was really a tangible product of encyclopedias, but no one really bought the book. They bought the concept of education. Did that for a while, and then we ran out of financing, the company I was working with, so I had to do something else, and that's when I said to myself, when was the opportunity where I thought I had the most meaning in my life? And that was when I was helping people make some extra money. And I looked at home-based businesses. This is back in the mid-1990s, and I saw that www thing was probably not going away, like the internet wasn't going away. So even though I wasn't a push-button behind a screen type of a person, I realized that if I didn't learn it, I would probably be left behind, and that would have been true, right, with the internet. And especially now since we run an internet radio show. So we took the plunge, or I took the plunge, to make myself uncomfortable and do all the things that I needed to become knowledgeable, and then eventually started my own company, PM Marketing. And that's why you are here today. So that's 20 years ago, believe it or not. I can't believe it. So about 20 years ago is when I actually started doing all of this for you. So if you're around and you want to take advantage of that, certainly can, because my goal was to help as many people as I possibly could in whatever was interesting for them, and then also make sure that I was able to pursue a career where I can help myself and others become successful working from home in their own home-based business. So that's a little bit about us. So if you're familiar with who we are, make sure you check us out. If you're not familiar with us, make sure you check us out. And if you're using us, make sure you really use us. We are here to be able to help you effectively build your business. And after that, we're going to call it a radio show, and I'm going to say thanks for listening in. Of course, you can hear this as well as previous radio shows on Building Fortunes Radio. Make sure you go to www.buildingfortunesradio.com. www.buildingfortunesradio.com. Oh, and by the way, if you want to see a little bit about everything that we do, you can go to networkleads.com/everything. That would be networkleads.com/everything. We'll catch you next time. Bye for now.
You've been listening to Building Fortunes Radio on buildingfortunesradio.com. Thanks for listening. Be sure to check us out every Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time for the designated Building Fortunes Radio segment with Peter Mingles. Be sure to check out the buildingfortunesradio.com website for our featured segments. It's been our privilege to have you listen in. At Building Fortunes Radio, we wish you the success you deserve and are willing to work for. So spread the word, tell a friend, join our newsletter, and go make a difference in your world.